Used car prices and car buyers market guide, May through summer of 2025 update. Car prices, it's a topic that's on everyone's mind right now. Should I buy a vehicle now or wait a while? I'm here to arm you with the market research that we've put together and let you decide. Hello everyone, Kevin Hunter here, the Homework Guy. Thanks for joining us today because you're in for a big one. We've dug into three major sources, Black Book, Manheim, and Cox Automotive, to bring you the most up-to-date car price information available anywhere for now through summer 2025. If you're shopping for a car, thinking about selling one, or just trying to stay smart about the market, you need to see what's happening right now. As many of you know, we offer a hassle-free car buying service, and a topic of conversation on our weekly coach calls is the behavior of dealers out there in the market. The coaches all report that dealers they've been working with have been very willing to negotiate on their prices and have easily removed added costs the coaches have objected to. The bottom line is this: our coaches are doing just fine for our viewers. So today, we're giving you a Homework Guy market snapshot, followed by a summer 2025 car shopping survival guide with Homework Guy tips on how to get the job done. Let's get Elizabeth in here so we can get started.
Thanks, Kevin. First up, wholesale prices. So what's happening behind the scenes? Let's begin where car values and the entire car market really starts. And I'm talking about wholesale values on used cars. Dealers don't pay what you might think of as a sticker price. They buy cars at auction, and these wholesale auction prices drive what you, the retail buyer, will end up paying. According to the Manheim Used Vehicle Value Index, wholesale values have jumped. They're up 4.3% compared with April of last year. That might not sound like a lot, but when you're talking about a $30,000 car, that's an increase of $1,200 just at the dealer level. And what do dealers do with higher costs? That's right. They always pass them on to you, the consumer.
Always. Black Book confirms this. They report wholesale prices for 2 to 6 year old vehicles are climbing rather steadily and will likely continue rising another $1,250 to $2,000 on average through the month of July. Why? Kind of simple. Inventory, while it's much improved, is still low with some vehicles and particular brands. Also, right now, demand from buyers like you is rather high. This is classic supply and demand at work. Automakers are under pressure from Trump to absorb the effects of the tariffs, so the price increases are not what everyone is saying they are. In fact, the impact of tariffs is minimal at this point.
Let's take a look at the retail market. What's happening on the car lots? It's not just wholesale where prices are heating up. Cox Automotive reports that retail sales in March had the biggest monthly jump in 2 years. Sales on cars and their parts soared by 5.3%, outpacing every other retail sector. So why the sudden buying frenzy? Irrational tariff fears.
Completely irrational.
Completely. Buyers are rushing to get a car before the possibility of prices jumping even higher. Stimulus money from state programs and tax returns fueled a lot of spring buying. This happens every single year, by the way, so the fact that it happened again this year is nothing new. And inventory is low, creating that fear of missing out. On certain makes or models, the fear of missing out is driving buyers to buy early instead of wait.
Black Book notes that used car inventory has dipped below the 5-year historical average, so it's not just your imagination. Among certain makes and models, there really are fewer cars out there to pick from.
Yeah.
Dealers know that inventory is tightening a little bit. That's why many are not budging much on price. I say many because the truth is there will always be reasonable dealers out there to work with. Our coaches are making great car deals every single day right now, but here's what they do differently from most car buyers in order to keep our Homework Guy customers happy. Our coaches contact dealers closest to the customer first, but then look further and further from home until they find a car priced as it should be. They also use one dealer to lower the price of another dealer, creating a bidding war because the truth is, so long as there are dealers with cars in their lots, someone will be willing to make a price concession to sell you the car that you want.
Now, tariffs have been an unfortunate game changer. Let's talk about the elephant in the room here. New tariffs should not be raising any costs. They aren't even in effect right now, by the way. So seriously, they're actually paused.
Totally paused.
Dealers representing manufacturers like Toyota, Hyundai, and BMW are doing their best to pass along fake added costs to you, claiming it's the non-existent, by the way. Claiming it's the tariffs, which are non-existent, by the way. But it's also important to note that there is a normal level of inflation every year known as the price creep. So every year, the price of a new or used car is, unfortunately, a little bit higher.
What does this mean for you, the car buyer? If you're shopping today, you're walking into a very different market than even 6 months ago. Here's your Homework Guy approved guide. Act sooner rather than later. Prices are inching up right now in pockets around the nation. It's not a blanket statement on every vehicle in every state.
Right.
It's just some vehicles in some areas. Depending on local demand for what you want, you may find prices near you are as normal as ever, or prices might seem a bit inflated. Waiting too long could cost you, but so could not shopping for a car far enough away from home. This is especially true if you happen to be looking for a high-demand vehicle in your own local region.
That's right. It's also important to shop loan terms carefully. Don't get sucked into crazy 84 or 96-month loans.
That's like a car mortgage.
That's a car mortgage. With interest rates still bouncing, locking in a shorter loan term now, like 48 or 60 months, could protect you from future financial pain, and it's always a good idea.
And always remember that if you want to be able to pay the loan off early, get 62 months because you want to be north of 61 months, so there are no prepayment penalties.
That's right. And here's a recap. Expand your search radius. If your local dealers are playing hardball, expand your search 100 or even 200 miles. Inventory differs from city to city, and you could save thousands by looking further out.
As always, don't forget to negotiate, but do it strategically. Dealers are tougher right now, but remember, you can still negotiate freebie extras like oil changes, accessories, or even a better finance rate, especially if you are walking in pre-approved with your own car loan.
So here are the charts, numbers, and trends that we've looked at and that we think you should know. First of all, we've looked at the Manheim Index, which tracks the wholesale values of vehicles at auctions all over the United States. The April 2025 value is at 207.1 compared to 198.6 a year ago. In layman's terms, the year-over-year price change is about 4.3%. For comparison's sake, the average rate of inflation each year is about 2 to 3%.
So it's slightly up.
Slightly more, yeah.
Here's a second resource we're pulling from, the Black Book forecast. On hard-to-get used vehicles, Black Book has an expected wholesale price increase May through July of $1,250 to $2,000 per unit. This would make it better to buy a used vehicle sooner rather than later.
And the Cox Automotive reports show retail auto sales were up 5.3% in March of this year, which caused used inventory to dip below the 5-year average. In Homework Guy language, cars are getting a little more expensive, both new and used, and you're competing with more buyers for fewer cars. But don't give up hope. There are ways to flesh out good car deals if you're patient. Use all your resources for help and shop smart.
So we've made a survival guide for car buyers in the current car market and likely through summer 2025. If you are sitting across the table from me right now, here's exactly what I'd be telling you. Number 1, have your financing ready before you step onto a car lot. Your own credit union will beat dealer rates 9 out of 10 times. Number 2, get multiple price quotes in writing and leverage those dealers against each other. Force dealers to compete for your business. Number 3, know your car's real trade-in value if you're trading in before you negotiate. Use Black Book trade-in values, not dealer estimates. If you sign up with Text Help with Liz, she gets you Black Book value on your trade the same day. And considering how much more money you can get for your trade simply by knowing what the right price is, the small cost to get her help is a no-brainer.
Thanks, Kevin. That's right. And number 4, inspect used cars like a hawk. Be willing to pay the $200 for a mobile mechanic inspection before you buy. It's worth it. Our clients tell us stories of why they did or didn't buy the used car they were considering, and every time they say one of two things. The small cost of the inspection gave me peace of mind, or it saved me from making a very big mistake.
And if you need a referral to who you should contact, either try Palm Car or Lemon Squad, and those websites should be showing on the screen now.
And number 5, act confident. Dealers smell desperation from a mile away. If you act like you can walk away at any time, they will treat you differently.
Very differently. Some final thoughts. Here's the bottom line. We're entering a different kind of car market, but remember, we just lived through the pandemic market of 2021, 22, and 2023. So people will always need vehicles. Dealers always want to make money,
Yes.
so there will always be a hungry dealer ready to make a good deal if you look long enough.
And we'll be there for you, friends. Smart buyers, the Homework Guy buyers can still win. Remember, knowledge is your power and preparation is your armor. So get us in your corner. If you follow the advice in today's video, you'll avoid overpaying and can still find the right car for your needs. And if it seems a little too hard to go it alone, you can certainly get us to help you directly. I offer lower cost help packages, $69 is the highest, to get you the research on what's the right price to pay for your vehicle choice, your trade-in value, and general advice while you go out there and visit dealerships.
And yes, we do have a full service option, our hassle-free car buying service, where we do all of the work so you don't have to do a thing. If you know what you want, you can afford to pay for it, and you're ready to buy, you're a good fit for our hassle-free car buying service. So jump on the website, take the first step, which is buying the phone call. Let us go to work for you. The full costs and details are on the website, thehomeworkguy.com. Click the menu, choose hassle-free car buying service. To get started, you only need the $99 phone call. Like I mentioned, I will go over everything with you, answer your questions, and make sure it's the right fit for you too. Thanks for tuning in to the Homework Guy Show. If you found this guide helpful, remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with a friend who's shopping for a car this year. Elizabeth and I are here to help you stay informed, stay strong, and beat the dealerships at their own game. To all of you regular viewers and subscribers out there, you guys rock. God bless you all. I'm Kevin Hunter, the Homework Guy, signing off on behalf of Alex Stevens, our auto expert, the amazing Elizabeth, our negotiation genius, and our entire team of skilled coaches we have in our hassle-free car buying service. Please stick with us a moment as we scroll through some of our recent car buying service reviews. Thank you for listening.